Yo, what's poppin', everyone? We're here. I streamed last night. I'm streaming today. I'm trying to stream a little bit more. Hopefully everyone can hear me well. I think we're well on our way to getting set up here. And I'm here to play some Drago. I've made some changes to my Drago list, and I think it's really good. Now there's things that I might change, but today I wanted to be like, this is the list that I'm thinking in my head. And I'm gonna use these streams as a way to showcase like really like a deck like that I want to play. So, oh, I'm literally listening to myself on my other thing. I'm like, why am I hearing myself? This is the deck that I got going on. And the list is available in the description if anyone wants to kind of check that out. But I've gone for more of a kind of box approach, giving ourselves some more opportunities to go Dragapult, which I went from 2 to 1 with some of the metagame changes. Now that might be something that I want to change back, but I think Gardevoir is going a little bit down. I'm probably fine with both Kyurem and Dragapult if I need to go through one of those maneuvers, and if worse comes to worse, I could attack with Goodra. Goodra is a card that I didn't play at Worlds. I think I might have been the only person in day 2 that played Haxorus. Haxorus was really good. Oh, there goes my camera. I'm loving this. My camera's been really acting up for me lately. Let me try to put this camera back on. I will try my bestest to put this camera back on. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I think I might just have like a cord that's like a little bit loose and I just like fiddle with my desk too much. Regardless, I just wanted to kind of go with an approach that allowed me to have a little bit more choices, and I wanted to see if I was like okay with the one Dragapult. If I were cutting the Dragapult, I would cut either the Haxorus or the Goodra. I have a personal bias towards the Haxorus, but if there's any answers for where Goodra could be better, I'm all up for them. As I was playing through Worlds, I mean, I did come 36th place there. Cards that I didn't necessarily have in my deck were Cleffa, Fezandipiti, Radzard. I think Radguardi was a great call for the event with how much Lugia and Regidrago there was, and I did quite well in those matchups. But since I've changed up a little bit of my supporter line, or a little bit of my trainer line, so I could have access to a Fez, access to a Cleffa, and swapped over the Radiant Gardevoir for Radiant Charizard, because I think there's going to be a lot more aggressive decks. Still want to rock the double Cologne that I played at Worlds, just because I think that double Cologne is really good when Iron Thorns wins Worlds, and we also might see a few more control decks. So I don't want to be like, this is an informative stream or whatever, like, sure, I'll teach everyone how to play the deck or whatever. We're just vibing, we're just playing some Regidrago on the ladder, and we'll see how the deck holds up. Hey, I appreciate you for tuning in. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump into PTCG Live. I always love these little Pokemon in the corner. I don't know, what does everyone think? I just like, I can literally have fun with them all the time. I don't know. I'm like, sometimes you just gotta showcase the Pokemon that we're rocking with. So let's go ahead and let's go with, I want to go second, it doesn't matter. Or I want to go first, it doesn't matter. So we are just vibing. And we're just waiting on our opponent. I mean, I think in terms of challenges, I gotta attach some energies, and I also need to evolve some Pokemon. So it shouldn't be too hard to complete those by the end of the stream. Beyond that, I just gotta create some more content, just getting back from Honolulu. So really just trying to jump into it. Really been enjoying Pokemon lately. Looks like we might have hit a Charizard deck here, which can be a tough matchup if we don't take the first 2 prize cards. Fez is really not the worst Pokemon to start with here, and we'll see what our opponent was flipping over here. We did play against a Charizard deck. Hopefully they just go pass instantly, or Charmander goes down pass. Man, oh man, our opponent has a great start. This is what you're looking for if you're going first, but really not too much that we can do. Hey Zach, sorry if I missed you explain, but why did I scoop that game one? I didn't want to tie, so that's kind of my first thing, is I did not want to tie. And I put myself in a situation where I felt like I felt like the game could have gone long. Maybe I could have waited an extra like little bit, but I also just don't think that it's going to, I didn't think it was going to necessarily change anything, is probably the best way that I'd put it. Like, that was a game that's over. I could have waited. I'm pretty sure my opponent would have had it. It's not too much that I could have done otherwise. Let's go Earthen Vessel. I think at this point I'm gonna have to end up just discarding a Regidrago. I'm completely fine with that. Let's grab these two, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this down another one. So yeah, sure, maybe I could have waited a little bit, but like I think reasonably that game was just kind of like over. I can discard. I think what I have to do is I have to Earthen Vessel away a fire to grab. I don't know if it matters what I end up discarding. I think I just end up losing those energies no matter what anyways. Yo, how's it going? So yeah, here we're just gonna grab a Drago. And I'm just gonna try to get myself set up as much as possible. I still haven't attached for my turn yet, so that's something to consider. Now, as I'm approaching through here, we can see that Nest Ball. I mean, I can go ahead and Earthen Vessel away a Goodra. I think what I'd want to do is just like, oh, I only have the one Fire Energy. I think I end up grabbing a Grass. I think I'm just gonna grab Grass for next turn. Put myself down for another copy of just the Drago, and I think I'm gonna play this matchup pretty normally. And we can see, like, I'm not punished. I have the Dragapult in my deck. I'm gonna put the Fire Energy here because I don't think our opponent's gonna do too much, and I'm just gonna go ahead here and pass. Next turn, we should be able to go Teal Dance, and attach, putting himself in a really good spot. Yeah, no, I appreciate everyone who's like cheering me on at Worlds and stuff. That's like super cool. It's kind of like a surreal experience because like I never got to like win it into top 8 at Worlds before. So like if there's any like mistakes that I made like on stream, like I do want to chalk it up that it is like nerve-wracking. Like I played in a 6-hour time difference for a game that was like quite impactful. Like, so I don't necessarily think I played as perfectly as I was in Swiss. I think a few things overcame me, but like I don't know, it's one of those things where I look back and it was a pretty cool experience, and hopefully I get a chance to like just get there again. I don't remember necessarily, like, it's been a while since I've been in one of those situations. I mean, I guess like Vancouver I made top 8, I made in top 4. So that was pretty cool. Really need to hope here that our opponent doesn't just have another rare candy and a Charizard. I mean, if worse comes to worse and they don't knock out Fezandipiti, we're just going to go after them with a Teal Mask Ogerpon. And that's really going to be our gameplay. But we do need to get this Fezandipiti out of the active. I'm just not sure how they're going to approach this. Yeah, for an opponent that's going first, this is actually huge. But like, what they shouldn't have done is if they can't take 2 prize cards for their first attack, they shouldn't be doing this, because we could just actually overcome them with Teal Dance Ogerpon. So you're just gonna hit for 180. 180 is the exact same thing as just not getting the knockouts. And I'll showcase how that actually matters here. So let's go Earthen. Okay, so before we do anything, I'd rather have more options. Let's just go Teal Dance. Let's go Teal Dance here. And I think what I'm going to do is just go Earthen Vessel. I just want to pitch this away. I don't want to grab any more Grass Energies. There's nothing else that I really want to grab. I'm going to put on the Grass Energy onto my bench. And what I'm going to do here is we have a Regidrago VSTAR in our discard pile, so I am just going to go ahead and grab that back. So if worse comes to worse, I do have Knockout in play because we have Energy Switch, which is really cool for us. So like this is a fantastic turn too. I would like to get normal Switch here if that's possible. We did get Prime Catcher. I don't think that actually necessarily gets us there. So what I'm going to do is just go Energy Switch, going I think I'm going to go Energy Switch from here to here, sorry. Reason why I'm moving from the Drago, you might be like, that's counterproductive, is because it does give me the opportunity to power myself up. I do have double Energy Switch. B, I think Teal Mask is more important at this point as my opponent's kind of taken on approach. Canceling Cologne sucks in this matchup. There's nothing that like I really want to do except maybe knock out Manaphy. So maybe like you wanna know what, maybe I'll hold on to this one. I was about to say like there's literally a Manaphy in play. I'll let that be a potential out. Really thinking of Zard for Baltimore, do you think it's a good play? I mean, it can be a good play. There's like a lot of aggressive decks right now, so I don't hate it. And our opponent here is just going to have to like overcome this again. Like I'd really like an opportunity to get a knockout. This matchup is unwinnable for Charizard. I mean, it depends if Charizard plays it properly. I think our opponent like definitely threw this game by getting their setup. Yeah, this matchup's like really tough. And the fact that I have superior, like even if our opponent's able to get the knockout, like they still just lose. I mean, I guess they unfair stamped us, but I still have Fezandipiti. I still have Radzard. Like, I don't know what they're necessarily trying to do here. I mean, I think the Charizard player just has to take the first 2 prize cards. And I mean, I guess, like, there is a chance here that they could get out Dusclops. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, literally Mew plus Fezandipiti is going to go crazy here. And our opponent, like, I don't know if they've used their Pidgeot. Like, it's so hard to keep track for PTCG Live sometimes, but... I'm pretty sure that they're going to be able to go Rare Candy Zard and just get a knockout. But, like... I don't know. Maybe our opponent does, like... I think I try to go for a 3 prize card turn, maybe. I don't know. The thing is, I need to knock out this Duskull to have like a really good chance here, because they could technically draw 4 prize cards. Maybe our opponent's just like playing excellently. I'm gonna go Radzard here, and I'm gonna go Research goes down, and I'm gonna see exactly how this goes out there. Now, in terms of Pokemon that we've played down, we don't really have a great outs. So I think I'm gonna furthermore go flip the script, get an additional few cards. And like, I mean, I definitely get the opportunity to knock out Duskull. I want to get Prime Catcher. I actually just don't think I got what I wanted for what it's worth. Like, if I knock out their active and, like, I don't think I'm getting to, like, I need superior energy retrieval. Like, this is actually, like, really bad. Is there any way for me to, like, I'm not using those. I mean, I'm not going to use Nest Ball first. So let's go ahead and let's grab this. Yeah, we just didn't... Not getting an energy was actually one of the most, like, ridiculous things I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't think I could draw any more pieces. Do I moderate the late night events? Yeah. Trainer Pokemon coming back to the game is really cool. I don't hate that. if I go Canceling Cologne goes here. Like, I think, like, if I go Prime Catcher, knock out their Manaphy, I'm probably okay. Like, if I go knock out Manaphy, knock out Duskull, or even knocking out Rotom, knocking out Duskull, that sounds really good. Or maybe even just, yeah, I think, like, if I go switch into... I want to draw one more card, that's the thing, and I don't know if that's going to save me. If worse comes to worse, I think I'm attacking with this. And maybe they just won't get it. Let's see if Mew helps me with one more card. Okay, the one more card could actually be super impactful here, because it just means that I need an Energy Switch, and Prime Catcher can get there. But that means I don't get Superior Energy Retrieval. So, let's go Teal Dance. Okay, that was actually super good, because now we can go Legacy Star. We did not get the Prime Catcher, so I need to knock... this is actually super wacky. So let's go ahead, and I have the Grass Energy. I need a Grass Energy in my hand. And then the other piece that I have to go for is... like, they can just get 4 prize cards. So I think we actually just lose the game if we attack like this. I think I actually have to attack into the Duskull. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab Switch. Which is, like, beyond unfortunate. The fact that we didn't get Prime Catcher there is, like, gross. And they can take, like... yeah, I think we just go Switch, send this up. And, like, the very unfortunate thing about this is I just have to go ahead and I have to attack. Like, if I don't hit Duskull, we lose the game, I'm pretty sure. Their opponent just goes Dusclops, win. Let's go Phantom Dive. Yeah, this game got, like, really gross really quick. Yeah, I mean, you have to Dragapult here, otherwise you just lose the game, because it's assumed with your opponent taking a seven card hand with 3 off Fezandipiti and Pidgeot that they could find Dusclops and a Fire and a Radzard. Here, like, I definitely put myself against the prize trade, but I have access to Radzard and I have access to Teal Mask Ogerpon. So, like, maybe there's a chance. I don't think we're winning this game anymore. This game went from, like, literally everything going right to us just missing an Energy Switch, or missing a Prime Catcher. What's up? You want to show everyone on stream your new Pokemon shirts? Sure. Michelle's I got her some stuff from the Pokemon Center, and she thought the shirt was going to be, like, way too big, but it's definitely, like, very, like, pregnant woman core. Yay, new shirts. Willow's standing there being like, I never get shirts. Yeah, so we got knocked out here, whatever. Everyone says hi. Okay, so so we at least we have a chance to bring this game back. Because our opponent can't take all the prize cards in the world. So, I mean, Fezandipiti does cause us to, like, okay, let's go over this. If we play Iono, we draw into the needed pieces to get, yeah, we literally just go Iono, this gets us Superior no matter what, and the Prime Catcher that we really wanted to see. Fire, grass. grass, I guess. And I mean, when it comes down to like things else that we could do, I don't want to attack with Teal Dance because if they attack with Radiant Charizard, they can just win the game. They have played double Super Rod and have all their energies there. So I mean, I think what I have to do is just attack with Radzard and hope that our opponent, again, does not just win the game. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to throw a Radzard out there, 250. We have Boss, and we have Boss, and we have enough energies where we could win the game. Yeah, Thornton, Duskull would have been crazy. What do you mean they totally misplayed with Duskull? I don't think my opponent misplayed with Duskull. I think they made a really, really good play with Duskull, and that we had to follow it up, and then we just didn't draw 2 prize cards because our deck decided to not work for us. Because they could draw 4 prize cards at once. But that's okay. I mean, I just need to hope that our opponent doesn't have, like, Boss or Counter Catcher or anything. Also, like, I don't want to deck out. That's another thing. Oh, they're attacking with Pidgeot? The heck? We have to be very careful not to deck out here, by the way. But, interesting. I'm honestly not sure why they went fire attach, flip the script, but that's PTCG live sometimes. Like sometimes, like I don't want to be like I'm playing this game like serious as if I'm playing like day 2 Worlds. This person could be making spaghetti, and I think that's like literally the difference of like. I mean, I hope they go for sudden death. I'd much rather my chances in sudden death than theirs. Just drop the Dusclops, bro. Come on. Roxanne. I mean, if anything, the Roxanne's... See, sometimes I feel like I play really good when I'm pooping, to be honest. Okay, there's their counter catcher. Oh, no. This actually might be fine, though. Okay. Our opponent just locked themselves off of like really attacking. I mean, if they go Boss Energy, they could win the game. I think we have an Energy Switch and we have a Grass Energy left, but I don't think we have double Energy Switch left. So let's go ahead and let's lock our opponent out of what they can do. So let's bring up a Pokemon that's really easy for us to, like, we can't retreat because we only have 3. We went through our copy of... I mean, I think this is really one of those games where if I just go Boss, and if I bring up something like Manaphy, for example, they might not be able to get out of this. So if I go Manaphy goes here, they might not be able to play Manaphy, Professor Turo, and Boss. I don't see any disadvantage of us drawing any prize card, like any cards here. And there's really no disadvantage for me using this because I'm not going to deck out when it comes down to this. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead here and like we have Energy Switch energy to win the game. I hope. I'm almost positive we have some energies left because I attach 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have 1 energy left. I think I have 1 left. But maybe I screwed up. If I ended up screwing this game up, it's fine. I thought I grabbed 2. Maybe I had to hold on to that grass and I'm just getting ahead of myself for the teal mask. Yeah, fingers crossed because it would really suck to lose this game. I'm pretty sure we had an extra grass. Yeah, we definitely have a grass left because I have 3, 5. There's only 1 that could be prized. Let's just hope that we don't lose, y'all. So we at least have a grass left. If we have the grass left, I think we're chilling. He just needs energy plus loss. Well, the thing is, you need an energy and you need to get it deactive. And they can't play Prime, so they have to play a supporter. So they can't play boss and they can't play the other piece. So there's a real chance that our opponent does not have it or forces us into sudden death. Yo, hey, how's it going? Okay. Burrow. Yeah, they're probably gonna play counter catcher here. Come on, please don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. What? I would have definitely forced the sudden death if I was my opponent. So if we do this, we can go energy switch. And we could have drawn 3 prize cards this turn, right? So it doesn't matter. We'll just bring this up and we can attack with Apex Dragon. Forgive me if I come up already just I got here, but with Miraidon and Moon seeing success at Worlds, do you think including Haxorus for the attack that does 230 without losing energy is worth it? I mean, I already played Haxorus at Worlds because I thought that Haxorus was really good. A lot of people just didn't play it. I appreciate it, y'all. I tried my best. And it sucks that like 36 doesn't walk away with too much, but I mean, still can't complain about like on paper being the 36th best player at that tournament. Regidrago is a deck that I like to play. Do I want to go first? Yes. Yes. I think I'm still running it. I put my list in the description if anyone wants to like check that out. This is one of those starts where I honestly just don't know what to do with the deck. It just feels so bad sometimes. Like, quite literally, this feels terrible. Thoughts on Turbo Moon versus Drago? I mean, I think it's a fair matchup. They're weak to grass. I think that's something that a lot of people don't like notice, I guess. But it starts like these where I'm just like, yeah, like Regidrago can like lose. Like I feel like you just lose sometimes. Would be nice to have Radiant Greninja right now. Okay, so Nest Ball's not going to be a bad piece. So if I go Nest Ball goes here, Nest Ball into Drago, that's going to get me some of the pieces. And then I don't even think I want to use Energy Switch, but I can't even draw into extra pieces because of this. I have Goodra in the list that I'm playing right now. At Worlds, I didn't miss Goodra at all. And I played against some really strong players too. So, if I go Energy Switch there, is it better for me to have Superior Energy Switch? I think it's better for me to have the attach at this point. So I'm going to keep it like this. And, I think the boss's orders is actually probably better for me to just bring up active something else. I know that they could just bring up something else like with subjugating chains. So I'm just going to bring this up in case our opponent forgets that, but also I'm trying to waste cards in my hand so I can maybe draw a card off mute. Like, I don't think this is a matchup that I need boss's orders again, so I will definitely like try to fight my way out of this. They're hitting for what? Not 9. The reason why I did boss, bro, is to make you poisons. Their setup's not great though. Like, they don't have a supporter yet, and they don't have all their Roaring Moons down, so like there is a chance that I can just like rip through their Pokemon, kind of. Pokemon catcher? Are you kidding me? They should be knocking out Mew EX though. Yeah. Does anything happen if your opponent damages or bends one of your cards in game? I mean, if your opponent like damages one of your cards, I think that's like, I've never had that happen ever. Just call a judge. Getting close, y'all. I think I just start off before I attach it. Just makes the most sense for me to go Legacy Star, I think this makes the most sense out of these. I mean, I could also, like, I don't want to give my opponent any chances if they have anything else. Nest Ball, bringing back a Teal Mask Ogerpon. Yeah, I can't even get back with the Superior, so I have to just, like, research this hand away. They also took a prize card last turn, so I might be able to get something with the Fez. Something to consider. So let's go Grass. I might as well just try to draw cards with Fezandipiti. Kill Mask. Really just looking for an energy switch here, y'all. I don't think I have a way to, like, I mean, I think my, like, it's games like this where it's just so frustrating because you just miss. I think what I'm going to do is just go into another game. Like, we're absolutely just, like, we started with a terrible hand, we didn't recover well. That's okay. This isn't an expose of, like, this deck being perfect. I think Regidrago is a flawed deck for sure. But it seems very good in best of 3. Okay. Who won the coin flip? They decide to go second. I almost feel like I'm going first. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just roll with it. Please don't be a hyper aggressive deck. Oh, it's Guardy. Perfect. We're chilling. I think before doing anything, I don't want to, like, I don't always use Squawkabilly for what it's worth, so we're gonna go Teal Dance here first. Best way for a group of 4 players to test in preparation for Baltimore. I mean, we literally have all the best decks in the world available right now. I think that that in itself is probably worthwhile. I don't really I'm gonna discard this. Yo, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm gonna go like this again. Yeah, we already have the best decks in the world available. Just like pilot them, practice them. To me, it seems like a really good idea. I don't think I need anything else down for what it's worth. I think I'd rather just keep the extra cards in my hands. Maybe I could draw some cards with Mew or something next turn, but like this is like as ideal as you get. You could get more ideal, but like it's chill. Do I think Drago's still going to be 20%? Yeah, that seems fair. I don't see a reason why not. It's not like it loses. Like, Drago does not lose to Thorns. Like, Drago's run, like, Thorns lost to Drago in 20 minutes convincingly. And then the whole Ian situation happened. So, something to consider. I think that Drago is just super good. And it's the deck that, like, if I was going to Baltimore, I'd just lock in on Drago. Our opponent literally took our perfect hands, our perfecto hands, and just made it garbage. But they do need to get a TM evolution here in order to make this hand playable. Drago's super fine into Thorns. I don't think that Thorns gets that much popular. I wouldn't, like... The deck just won Worlds. Is there, like... What deck won Worlds last year? Mew VMAX? What was the percentage of Mew VMAX at Pittsburgh last year? If you could find that, that is what I'd be looking at. Routes. Klefki. No abilities for me up in the active spots. Luckily, I have my Prime Catcher. Yeah, I think this is just one of those games where I go Prime Catcher, I bring up a Routes. Because no matter what, I'm able to get, like, a knockout, kind of. Let's go Teal Dance. And I'm just going to try to, like, work my way back by drawing a couple cards. Doing this... Retreats, doing this, and then if I just go I guess I can just go superior energy. I can still just keep the energy, like I don't need to play switch. Let's see if Teal Dance here is going to do anything. Yeah, I mean, I always try to show everything I can when it comes to the game. I try to really be as fair as possible. This is like really one of those games where, again, I think it's going like a little bit wrong. Feels like Bolt is very well positioned for Baltimore, maybe. It could be. I personally prefer Raging Bolt over Tina for those big number decks. I mean, if then you could just knock them out with Haxorus, though. Yeah, let's see if Mew wants to draw any good cards off the 3. Oh, we're so back in business, y'all. I think this is where I just go research and I try to see what I can get going on here. I already have an Energy Switch. Like, if I just go Kyurem Board Wipe, does my opponent do anything here? I've already attached quite a few cards for turn. Let's just go for... let's go for the Energy Switch for 1. I think, like, even here, if I just go, like, let's just go, do I have another way to discard things? Yeah, I have an Earthen Vessel, so we can get there. So let's go Legacy Star. Yeah, I also wouldn't be too worried about, oh, okay, this literally changed entirely how we're playing this game. We're just gonna go for a Superior, and I'm gonna go for, Energy Switch. I can just Kyurem Board Wipe. I don't need to do anything else here. What's a good theoretical line for Drago vs. Bolt? Draw 2 prize cards first. Oh no, Blissey, I'm not worried about, but I beat it. But I've had 400 HP. I'm talking about high HP. So Charizard, you can knock out with Teal Mask, and Dragapult likely has a Neo Upper Energy attached to it. You could knock that out with Haxorus. But I think that's why I don't like Raging Bolts. I just don't think it's necessary when it comes down to it, because it doesn't like get to where I want it to be. Unless our opponent here plays Unfair Stamp, which is also fine. I think we just jump back in this game. Stretcher is better than Rod because most of the time any cards you'll need to shuffle back. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Rod's bad in this deck. It's just I'm fine with Stretcher superior. The whole meta comes down to take the first two. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that this is kind of like, it's a little bit of a toxic meta, y'all. But it is what it is. Little bit of a toxic meta. Yeah, our opponent's just gonna like, I don't know what you do when your opponent like can like respawn after like doing like, I can follow up. Our opponent really couldn't. The deck I see using special energy is Thorns and Lugia. I mean, that's fair. You're not just using it for the special energy attack. You're quite often using it for the other attack. Because a lot of Pokemon have 230 or less HP. When flip cards are naturally frustrating to play against, yeah, Iron Thorns is giving me trouble with this deck. Any pips? Canceling Cologne is really where it's at. Welcome to the stream though. Charizard feels like using Myth Energy for Dragapult. I mean, I did cut the Temple of Sinnoh that I played on my Worlds list. Like, I think like as we look through this metagame, we can't necessarily like you have opportunities to tech against metagames. Like, I felt my Worlds list was almost perfect. Like for me, I thought I had a really good chance had I made it past. And I mean, yeah. Counter Thorns, you use Squawkabilly X to motivate. Yeah, you can motivate to your Drago if that's a possibility. You could also just use Canceling Cologne and shut off their initialization ability. Squawk Motivate is very good versus Iron Thorns. Yeah, exactly. We're halfway through the week. Does anyone have any tournaments going on? Any plans for their week? Anything like that? I know for me, I have a challenge on Saturday, a cup on Sunday. About it. You get Pult Attack off before they KO something on your side, you just win. Yeah, for the most part. Like, Regidrago just ends games. I think Regidrago is just clear-cut best deck. We'll start with the little Cleffa. Let's go Nest Ball. I think before I decide to use Squawkabilly or not, I'm just going to use Teal Mask Ogerpon, see if that gets us anything. This Saturday. I don't think I want to pitch my hand away. I think I'm going to try to draw cards with Mew though. Any revenge for the challenge yesterday? 1-3 at the challenge? No! That's so rough, but that's okay. You wanna know what it happens? I've been there at challenges where it just doesn't go my way. What deck did you play to the challenge yesterday? Was I at Worlds? Yeah. I just got back from Worlds. I came 36th. Me and Joe are planning on locking in a deck this weekend. Okay, let's go. Sounds like the play. I mean, you know, you're always good to come over. I think Joe and I were talking about that. If y'all want to come over, on Saturday or whatever, after the challenge. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, like, I guess it's kind of like one of those things where, like, not every single YouTuber or like whatever is like, not to be like broken at Pokemon, but like, you never know if you're walking into a stream where someone's like playing Pokemon and they're like playing a meme deck. or like someone's like, we're a world's competitor. I think Pokemon's really funny because it's like both. I played Zard yesterday and it was a fat pile donked by Lugia and Drago. Lost to a close mirror match. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it definitely happens. I also didn't think that I was going to be playing against like Turbo Pawn here. My perception of what we're playing against is completely like different. I don't know what to expect from the new set, but a bit worried for Dortmund's. I mean, I think for like Dortmund's, my thoughts initially are I want to play Charizard with Briar. I'm not going to Dortmund's, but oh, this was easy. Double Teal, double this. We already have Mew, so I feel fine doing this, and let's just go Iono. Yeah, I think this is a game that we just win because we take the first two. Yeah, I think we're actually just big chilling here. Ursaluna Valiant just clears this formats. I mean, it's like one of those decks where like I've heard about it and it just doesn't like, it hasn't seen anything yet. So I'm like kind of like a little bit worried about it. So the thing that could really happen here, y'all, is I might not be able to knock this out. Let's see what Legacy Star brings us. Never mind, we discarded all the good Pokemon, so we are good. So we have a Research. I'm gonna grab an Energy Switch. This is just like perfect, to be honest, because Haxorus is exactly what I wanted to. I don't think there's actually anything else that I care about in here. Thoughts on Entei and Zard now? Feels really nice. I don't know if you need Entei. If you sell it on me, I'm down. But I don't know if you need it right now. Ursaluna variant is super cool, but I've never seen it be able to attack twice in a row. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think like it seems really cool. It's a deck that I'll probably end up building, but I just don't know how good it is. Let's go Apex Dragon, and let's go ahead and go no special energy attached. Let's just go Dragon Pulse. Like you could go for the strategy here. I am so glad that we ended up grabbing those Energy Switch after pitching 2 more Energy Switch. Our opponent also needs 9 energies to clear us for what it's worth. Miraidon's really one of those decks that I like. We're just never like. We broke up a long time ago, and they just take the first 2 on Drago without needing to have a Ghost down. Or Fire Weak Ogerpon also allows you to have an attack if you get all your Manders board wiped. Cape Dente can often take 4. Seems kind of hot. I don't hate it. I think like that just sounds like cooking too much in my opinion. Yay, chips and dip. Pardon? Was your cereal good? Okay, nice. This is our Zard Worlds Listen 2 played Entei. We just went to Target yesterday. And she got some new cereal. Okay. We're gonna have to find a way to knock out this this Leafs. Tina's what we're looking for, by the way. If I retreat, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't really have like a great answer here, right? Like, I think they just like knock out. Kyurem for 6. I mean, Kyurem doesn't do what I need it to do. I'd have to Kyurem. I mean, maybe that's not too bad. We'll go for it. Kyurem might be better here than I thought. 110, and you also can't hit Teal Mask with Kyurem because they stop the as long as this Pokemon's to your bench. So I have to hit the active. But I don't know. Do I watch anime? I mean, from time to time. I honestly don't have a lot of spare time, so like a lot of my spare time just goes to creating content or playing Pokemon tournaments. I don't know why these Pokemon like all have this ability, and I also don't know why it covers up. Like, I don't even think, like, if I was like playing Pokemon, there's nothing here that tells me about oh, you'd have to click on the status effect buttons, so the positive effects. As long as this Pokemon's in your active spot, or as long as this Pokemon's on your bench, like, it's so hard to get to the point just to read like what the Terra thing does. Okay, Radzard can definitely like go down. Night Stretcher makes a lot of sense. And if worse comes to worse, we're just powering up this guy. So let's go, like, maybe we'll just get there. Use Grasping Draw. I mean, we win the game next turn by drawing 4 prize cards. So whoever shouted out the Kyurem play, definitely my goat. I mean, I think no matter what, we win this game. That doesn't win them any more game, though. Because we just knock out Iron Crowns. Double Kyurem? I mean, double Kyurem is cool. But Apex Dragon for the dub. This game was free, y'all. Yay, 4 prize cards. Swag. Board wipe. Gang. Level 16 achieved. 200 crystals. Regidrago just kind of cooking today, to be honest. Opinions on Loyal 3? I don't know what that is. How do I have all these consistency cards and this deck just wants to like fold? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I actually just wish that, I don't know. There's nothing that's saving me from this hand. Squawk, Mew, and Fez. I mean, I think I like all three. Monkey Dory. Oh, real. Okay. The Dark Box deck, I think that deck's like kind of blah. I think I'm about to get destroyed here, y'all. Please don't end my run. Okay, we are back up in here. Okay, this is a game that, like, I just don't know why I keep on getting these unplayable games. Do I get of the same song? You mean like my stream background music? Unfortunately, I just can't like get flagged when it comes down to like streaming. So, yep, TCG live. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go grab myself some more water, y'all. So maybe grab yourself a snack, and we'll be right back. Yo, we are back. Grab myself some water, y'all. And this is the deck that we're cooking with. I mean, so far I feel like Cleffa has not been like, maybe Cleffa has been like worse than I thought it was, but it's also like nice to play sometimes. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Fez has been like mildly helpful. And yeah, I mean, we're chilling. So let's jump into some other games. See what we got going on over here. Maybe play one or two more. I am winning the coin flip though, so that's kind of cool. I'll go, that's fine. Gardevoir loses to Miraidon and Drago, so I think like right now it's not particularly the best deck. It's matchups like this where Haxorus is so good because you just hit for the right damage so often. I run Loyal 3 with Okidoki, 2 Petron, Fezandipiti, Monkey-Door, Radiant Grenade, and Luminion. I mean, it's a cool deck for sure. It just like... I just don't think it's particularly well positioned right now in this format, unfortunately. And that's okay, it happens. I don't want to pitch his hand away either, so you don't have to use Squawkabilly every single game too. I'm just going to attach the energy there, and we're going to pass. Okay, I'm gonna start off by using Teal Dance. What do I have here? I'm just gonna go Grass. In order for me to jump into this game, I need a Regidrago VSTAR and an Energy Switch. We don't have the Energy Switch yet, so that's something that could potentially fail. So I think before doing anything else here, I probably want to try, at least. Let's go ahead and go Ultra Ball away. I don't need these because they have the 60 HP Beldums. And I think I'm going to end up trying to grab a Teal Mask. Yo, how's it going? Like, I should be able to see an Energy Switch. Like, I haven't seen one, and there's 4 out of 32. Oh, okay, never mind. We literally just win this game. I wouldn't even use I'm not even gonna use my Legacy Star here because I could just go Apex Dragon, Haxorus, with Dragon Pulse. And I don't know what they do here because I just go after their 2 prize card Pokemon. That would have been a really good game to go like Prime Catcher, Dragapult, whatever. So far I haven't missed having double Dragapult, but like I'm sure it's got to be better than I'm probably putting pressure on it. This is your favorite deck? Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite deck right now. I think if I could just go grass, that allows me to draw some more cards. Do you have a favorite deck of all time? Maybe like Dialga Chomp is probably got to be one of my favorite decks of all time. I think that's definitely one of them. Yeah, I mean, I think what I'd go for here is if I just go Legacy Star first, because there's a real chance that I just get boss, I win the game. So let's go Legacy Star. We got Prime Catcher, so it doesn't matter. And I'm die per game. I wouldn't say it, like, I really liked Blacephalon, but, I mean, I was really good at Blacephalon, and I think, like, I like other decks. Like, Dialga Chomp was a deck that I put a lot of effort into, like, before Blacephalon was a thing. Like, Blacephalon's really one of those, like, decks that I've seen a lot of success with. After this, I'm going to be sorting some of my Pokemon stuff that I have, because there's some real opportunities that I just don't I just don't have any opportunities to I haven't had an opportunity to check through my stuff from NEIC since moving, so if anyone's looking for some stuff, hit me up. I think that's one of those things where I'm gonna have like my annual Pokemon sale post, probably. Thank God we got a mulligan. I mean, I'm not upset starting with Cleffa. Cleffa is a good single prize card Pokemon to start with. Okay, so we're hitting the exact same matchup that we did before. The question is, do I go Nest Ball here? I mean, like, I have to go for Regidrago. Like, that's the key piece. Do I want to Squawkabilly and lose some decent resources in an effort to try to regain? Because I can get Drago, I can top deck an Energy. I mean, I guess I have to go double Teal Mask at that point. So you want to know what? It's probably I think what I'm going to do is start off by going Retreat. Our opponent, I'm going to force their misplay by them setting up the Zamazenta. And then I'm just going to go Squawkabilly. I think this seems like a lot better. You're building a Goldango deck? That's sick. You're always looking for stuff? Thaddeus, you want to add me on, I'm probably just going to sell it on, like, on, whatever it's called, like, Facebook X. Seems fine. And this is a matchup that, do I care about this? It takes 30 less damage from attacks. I might as well hold on to it. Yeah, I just have some extra like Worlds deck boxes, stuff that I didn't get a chance to necessarily like go through. This is fine. Our hand was fine to get rid of as well. So yeah, just have some extra stuff. I have bags upon bags of just like Pokemon stuff, playmats, and I'm just really trying to get rid of it. Either locally or someone can pay for shipping. So our opponent here somehow is not going to have access to, Dialga for what it's worth. But I could also just knock out triple Metang. So like, as I'm kind of looking through this, I think knocking out triple Metang sounds really, or triple Beldum sounds really good. I could also just knock out double Beldum. That's certainly a possibility as well. I think like Nest Ball here sounds really good. Might as well just go for another one. I'm gonna go Earthen Vessel goes here. Grass. Teal. Okay, what else do we got going on here? So I have to put a Fire Energy on, and I have to go Ultra Ball away. Probably Ultra Ball and Fire, because I have another Fire available in my deck. The Regidrago VSTAR is going to get me closer to where I was. And let's go for Iono. I already have one Energy Switch there, so I don't see a world where I don't try to Energy Switch again. So let's just try to go for a Legacy Star. And looking at the pieces that we have here, I think Energy Switch Prime Catcher makes the most sense. So we're gonna go Energy Switch from here to here. I'm gonna go Retreats. And I can still get yeah, I think I just go ahead and Apex Dragon, Dragapult EX. And then I'm gonna go put, I think I put the damage on, spend on damage done to this Pokemon. Like, I think there's a real opportunity for me to just like wipe out a Beldum. I think this seems fine. So I mean, it's fine. We took 2 prize cards on our second turn of the game. It's not pretty, but it works. And I don't know what our opponent entirely can do to jump back into this game. That's cool. Okay, so they're getting Dialga out, but like I could just still knock out Dialga. Like the thing that I like about Cleffa is the same reason why I like Mew, free retreat, giving ourselves an opportunity to kind of get in and out of situations. And I mean, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. I don't know how Apex Dragon necessarily works with it because they have to choose a Dragon Pokemon from their discard pile, which they don't necessarily have. So I think it's kind of a bad attack for them. Oh, they're just evolving? This is wild. I mean, part of me really just wants to like rip into our opponent for like, I think like there's only 2 energy switch played. I think like what I just go for here is I just go Teal Dance, and I like if I have Kyurem in my discard pile, that's really what I'm looking for. I don't know if I can potentially get there or not, but actually I don't think it even matters. I don't think our opponent has like a very good answer to anything that I can do. I'm just gonna go ahead and go Prime Catcher, bringing up this, setting up Cleffa. I was overthinking this. I thought I had Kyurem in my discard pile, y'all. I'm just gonna retreat back, send up, attack with my V-Star, copying Tina V-Star. We're gonna go Lost Impact. Since I attached the Grass Energy there, what I'm going to do is just take away a Grass Energy here, double check my board. I think I pitched away a Fire here earlier. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we still have some extra grass. So I'm just gonna go back and just take a grass off this, just in case anything happens. I probably could have just attached it to the active for what it's worth, or to a different Pokemon, but at least this opens up a world if our opponent somehow like scores a last second knockout. No merch on the TSS website. For me, I'm just personally selling my merch, so I'm not putting the merch on the Shuffle websites. I'm going to put it on like just my own socials and see, and we're completely fine here. I mean, so far like Cleffa's been like okay for what it's worth. The decks function like more often than not, which is like really cool. And we only have 2 more prize cards left to go. And I mean, if we do get Kyurem out, we can just board wipe to win the game, which is really a nice way to finish the game. Yep, no worries at all. I mean, I could have definitely like, when I'm speaking, it's tough to be like, oh, I'm Zach, or I'm Shuff, or I'm like whatever, so I get it. Okay, let's pitch this away, and there's the Kyurem in our hands. We don't have a way to discard it yet, but we're getting pretty close. I don't have a way to draw multiple prize cards yet, so let's just go Teal Dance number 1. I probably could have changed the way that I did that. I was just trying to like win the game a little bit more. It's so funny, I haven't run into the situation where I have the Pokemon in my hand mid-game and I can't discard it. I mean, in terms of attacks, I think I just still is like, I don't know what our opponent's going to do here. If I just Apex Dragon, I knock out their active. I also could have Canceling Cologne them if I thought it was going to be anything. I'm just gonna go Phantom Dive, and then I'm gonna go 3, 1. That's Kyuremable, and just in case I have a way to reduce damage and I could hit for 200 minus 30. So not a cool way for us to draw multiple prize cards, but that's okay. leftovers. Are y'all seeing this? I think this is probably gonna end up being our last game too, y'all. Got a lot of stuff to do just to get ready for this week. So probably just keeping it chill. Probably gonna end up on a high note. If we end up losing this game, I'd rather lose this game because I'd lose in a funny way. Yeah, this is Dialga. I'm not sure why they play leftovers. At the end of your turn. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't even know what our opponent's doing here, for what it's worth. Like, maybe they think that I just can't attack. I'm actually just, like, incredibly perplexed. But, sick, yeah. We're gonna we're gonna roll through it. And I mean, I don't see a world where I don't just retreat and win. So yeah, we're gonna take this game. We'll attack with the rolling iron because it's pretty easy there. So overall, definitely not a bad run with the deck. I don't feel like we got punished by only playing one copy of Dragapult today. I think that Fezandipiti ended up actually being worse than I thought it was. So like, if I were to adjust this list from how I would play this, I think I actually liked having the second copy of Switch. I don't think I cared about Goodra, so like going back, if I were to adjust this after the stream, I think I'm just gonna save this here. Pokemon lists update, Drago updates. The list that I would go with here is going to be that would be the list that I would roll with. Slightly modified version of what I played at Worlds. I'm gonna cut Fezandipiti. I did like the Cleffa. So essentially I cut the Temple of Sinnoh for my deck for a Cleffa, and that felt really good. And I cut the Radzard for, or I cut the Rad Guardy for a Radzard. I'm testing this build now. Haxorus makes my Iron Thorns and Lugia matchup easier. Yeah, I mean, my list from the Haxorus is really for Pokemon that has 230 HP or less, and it is helpful against Thorns. It is helpful against Lugia. It is helpful against Dragapult EX. So there's certainly some opportunities there for it to be successful. But right now, I think I think you can do a lot of cool stuff with Regidrago. I don't think you need Goodra. I don't think you need Fezandipiti. I do like Cleffa right now. I do like double Canceling Cologne. I do like double Switch. So there's a lot of really cool things that I think you can do with this deck. But like, I also like, if we're like going into like what I played at Worlds, where I came 36, like, let me just I'll share the list. I don't like Thornton. Is this not gonna save? Okay. I think it just didn't save yet. This is the list that I played at Worlds. Just in case anyone's curious. So I think I mean, it's pretty solid. I think this is like, there's really not all that different there. So if anyone's looking to kind of see exactly what we have different, like the Guardy reduces damage against Lugia and against Mirror, so Mirror can't really knock you out with 280 Regidrago. No one's playing Raging Bolts. So I just put in a lot of different efforts on what should be good. Yeah, definitely a cool game there. Sucks that I lost that game, but it is what it is. I think it's one of those things where once the sting like like I woke up the next morning feeling inspired, and I think like I look at it and I'm like, since the European International Championships, I day 2'd EUIC, Orlando, Indianapolis. I got a tooth pulled the week of Los Angeles, and I was way too legally high that week to play Pokemon, where it just didn't, like, I couldn't properly think, and I was still in a lot of pain and recovery. So I'll give myself like the excuse of that. I day 2'd NEIC, I day 2'd Worlds. So like day 2ing 5 out of the past 6 events, with 2 being internationals and 1 being Worlds, like I think that's a pretty stacked season. On top of like this season, I've already won a cup and I've won 3 challenges. I'm not 18 anymore. I'm 32, and like we're expecting a kid in the next couple weeks. I think I killed it. So at the end of the day, I think I'm inspired that I can see a lot of success when it comes down to it. And yeah, this is the list that I got going on. Hopefully everyone enjoyed kind of catching the stream while we got an opportunity. And oh, my camera is like totally like frozen on the other one. We'll keep it like this. I'm just like, why is my neck not moving? Hopefully everyone enjoyed watching the stream and enjoyed vibing out. And until next time, I will catch up with all y'all later. I think we have a stream next Tuesday. And I'm probably going to be on stream in Texas as well too. I'm going to Texas for the GameStop event, the September 1st weekend. So be sure to stay tuned for all that. Other than that, I will catch up with all y'all later.